Coach, kind of break down the last week. Big win Thursday, disappointing performance on Monday. Kind of just give your assessment on those two games.
Well, Thursday, I felt like we were just ready to play. We played hard. We played with a lot of energy. We shot the ball well. We were just ready to go, and that's the best I've seen us play. Definitely the first half is probably as good as we can get, and then the second half I thought we played solid and survived really their comeback and took the challenge and made a good run there to finish that Lake State game. Obviously, I was a little worried because we were pretty pumped up after winning that game of how we would respond to Madonna, and obviously we didn't respond well. Complete opposite of Thursday. No energy, not a whole lot of effort. Kind of reverted back to our old ways, and I think to some extent we just thought we could show up and beat them. And at this level, that's not going to happen very often. There's not too many teams that are good enough just to walk on the court and not play hard and win. So I would hope actually that we would learn a tough lesson there and be ready to go the rest of the week here.
Couple, strong performances in both games. Jasmine Woods on Thursday, career high 27 points.
Yep.
And then Charity Green, kind of throughout the season has been that consistent on the boards, and scoring points for you.
Yep.
Not necessarily a highest shooting percentage, but she's finding ways to score if it's free throws or whatnot. Kind of talk about those two's performance.
Yeah, Jasmine had a good couple games there with Marion and Lake State, back-to-back games there, scoring pretty well and attacking the basket. And I felt in those two games her preparation was really good, and mentally she was strong and ready to play in those games. And she's capable of putting up big numbers when she's focused and ready to go. Obviously, to sustain that, you got to keep that consistent preparation and mental approach to the game. And she maybe fell off a little bit there on Monday, and obviously didn't fare as well. But Charity on Monday, and actually all season, she's really kind of been consistent for us. We'd like to see that shooting percentage go up. We kind of need it to go up. I know she missed a big layup in that Madonna game. We were kind of making a little run there, and it's things like that, those little things that are kind of hurting us. But we know that we can get her the ball, and she's getting fouled and she's making her free throws, and we count on her to get a lot of rebounds, especially offensively when we are struggling to make shots. We're counting on her to kind of clean things up for us, and for the most part she's done a good job of that.
Another player that's I think been consistent the last 4 or 5 games is Samantha Erza. Talk about her performance as a freshman and just the consistency that she's bringing.
Well, Sam just plays hard every day. I mean, there's not a day that she takes time off, and when you play hard, good things are going to happen for you. So she's it's taken her a little bit of time, I think, as a freshman to kind of understand the game, kind of understand what I want, what her teammates can do, what we need her to do, and her teammates are trying to figure her out a little bit. And I think we're getting to that point where we're going to start counting on Sam to really offensively do some things for us, and she creates some mismatches, and she's taking advantage of that. So I think she could get on the glass a little bit more. I think she's a better rebounder than her numbers are showing. But offensively, I think the game's slowing down for her a little bit, and she's starting to really pick her spots. And defensively, I mean, what she did in the Lake State game was really remarkable. I thought she played a great defensive game against Maria, and I mean Maria's as good as she's going to face all year long. And she just battled and she competed, and that's what we asked her to do, and things came out in our favor in that game.
Give us a breakdown of this week's opponents. Wayne State on Thursday, and then Findlay on Saturday.
Yeah, Wayne is, Wayne has a new coach. They're playing really well. I mean, they lost their 2 conference games, but they won their 4 non-conference with good wins over Lake State and Kentucky Wesleyan. So, when you go to their place, they're a tough team to play. I mean, they've always been a tough team at home, and we're going to have to really knuckle down defensively and try to take some things away from them. And they play hard. They're aggressive. They get in passing lanes. So I think if we're not able to take care of the ball, we could be in a lot of trouble in that game. So I'm hoping, we learned from Monday. We play with some energy, and we just, are ready to kind of compete with them. Findlay, Findlay's won the South the last 2 years. They got a lot of players back from those 2 years there, and have experience, and they get up and down, they play hard, they're aggressive, and I mean that really is what it takes to win. I know I keep repeating myself and saying play hard and they're aggressive, but that's really what it takes at this conference. If you don't come out with that first, you're not going to have a chance. So I think they shoot the ball well. I haven't gotten a lot into Findlay. I've been working on Wayne, but for the most part, their record is good, and we expect that to be a battle.
What areas of improvement do you see that need to be made by your team as the season goes on in order to keep making progress?
Well, it's glaring. Obviously, our shooting percentage is not very good. We have to start doing a better job there, putting the ball in the basket and taking advantage of opportunities. I say this all the time. It starts in practice and what we're doing even outside of practice. And we have to get shots up, and we have to get confidence in our shot. I think we shot 8 threes against Madonna, and I think 5 were air balls. That kind of stuff can't happen if you're going to continue to progress and get better in the conference and try to win games. So that'd be number one. Number two is turnovers. We turn it over way too much. So when you're not shooting well and you're turning it over, you're not giving yourself much of a chance. So we have to take care of the ball. I think a lot of our turnovers are unforced. It's lack of focus. It's lack of effort really on the person getting open and the person making the pass. And we're not really in sync some games with our passes and the offense. So those are the two big things offensively. I still think defensively we can rebound better. I think we got to take care of the boards a little bit better when we're getting teams to take tough shots and miss shots. And we have to find a way to put a little more pressure on the ball to take away some of, I think teams are shooting 40-something% against us, maybe a little over that, and it's too high. We have to make sure that we're getting a little more ball pressure so those shots are becoming tougher.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.